What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of August 12th through August 18th. I hope you guys were able to take advantage of the new moon and set some new intentions for this upcoming month. And as far as the YouTube channel, I want to say, I'm sorry for the lack of content recently, but I'll be coming back on Tuesday. I think this Tuesday I will be releasing my mid-month readings, getting back on track. This time we're talking about money. money. So look forward to that. I hope you guys will check that out. So we're going to be doing the weekly reading today, and I'm going to be using a tarot deck that I don't think I've used this on camera yet. Maybe I have, I don't know. This is the Hobbit Tarot, and it's based on J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. It's not based on the movies. This was made long before those. This is based on the original Hobbits with Bilbo Baggins. And I haven't used this on camera because it's weird. You really have to know the story or the lore to really get the most out of it. I actually reread The Hobbit when I got this deck, but that was a while ago. So I'm kind of iffy on the... We'll see. I'll just use my intuition and we'll go off of that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to look at these cards individually and then see what they have to say as a whole. And the first card we've got is the Five of Swords. Alright, the feeling I'm getting from this card is that this week, at least the start of it, might bring some friction, some arguments, some altercations, some challenges with other people. And I think what this card is really saying is that, these things are inevitable. Whenever we go out into the world, we're going to have friction with people, or people are going to be vibrating on different frequencies than we are, and there's going to be, as a result, it's just energetic resonance. And sometimes you just don't vibrate energetically in the same resonance with someone else, and that causes friction, that can cause arguments or disputes or whatever it may cause. And so that's just going to be part of life. But I think what this card is saying is that it's very important to remember that. To remember it's not really personal. It's not something to take personally. It's not something to get upset over. I think if you can see it from the energetic viewpoint of just different kind of energies clashing, then I think it's going to be far easier for you to deal with it and handle it. When you know that they're just operating at their frequency, doing the best they can with where they're at, and you're operating at your frequency and you're doing the best you can with where you're at, I think it's much easier to realize that it's not personal. It doesn't have to be destructive. It's only destructive if you allow it to be, and if you feed it, really. You see people with low vibrations really feeding these things. They go out looking for arguments, and they'll find someone to argue with, and they'll really just attack that person. And it has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with them and where they're at vibrationally. And they are just trying to spread their low vibration because that's where they're vibrating at. So don't take it personally. Don't take it like an attack on you. Though it may be, however you respond to it is how the outcome of it is going to go. I got a lot from that card. Okay, so that's the Five of Swords. I'm not sure who those are. The two dwarves. I think they're arguing about which direction to go. I don't know. Whatever. So let's move on to this next card. We've got the Lovers. Give me a moment with this one. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting from this is that, after an argument, after an altercation, after a dispute, it's very important to get back to where you were. No matter how spiritually conscious and advanced you are, I think whenever you get into an argument or an altercation, I think, that kind of stays with us, and we can sometimes allow it to bring us down. I think it's very important to reconnect with the things that make you feel love, the things that make you feel passion, the things that make you feel like you're connected rather than separated. Whereas the Five of Swords is an energy of separation between people, the Lovers is saying, find that connection. Maybe this argument was with a lover or someone you love. And this card is saying to maybe apologize or explain yourself in a way that, that doesn't stay with you. Arguments are unavoidable sometimes, okay? But it's our choice to allow them to wedge a gap between us, or allow it to help us grow as a couple, as a relationship. So the choice is yours, but I think Spirit is saying, don't let any arguments that you have affect you so much to where you carry it with you after it's over. Get back to the things that you love, the people you love, the reason why you love them, and really celebrate that love that you have for other people and the love you have for yourself. We're almost at the end of a Mercury retrograde, and these Five of Swords events come up during these retrogrades, because Mercury has abandoned us, and we're left to communicate based on our own devices without the help of Mercury. And so these arguments are going to be a little bit more commonplace during the retrograde, and there is a lot of the times it's just a misunderstanding, it's just a miscommunication. So don't let it affect you that much. Don't hold it, don't carry that baggage with you. As soon as that argument's over, let it die and get back to your center, get back to your core, get back to your heart space and why you love to be on this earth, and don't let any arguments or any disputes or whatever it was bring you down. All right, let's move on to the last card, and we've got the Sun. Man, this is almost like a storyboard of what's going to happen this week. Oh man, look at this. We got kind of like a darkness here. The sun, I don't know if it's setting or rising, but it could be rising. Now the sun is out, and the sun is optimism, it's joy, it's happiness. And I think by the end of this week, any disputes or arguments that happened or occurred at the start of this week are going to be completely gone, and it's just going to be nothing but joy and optimism as we move forward, as we move towards the full moon, and we move towards our manifestations taking roots and coming to be. I think it's just full of optimism and full of joy at the end of this week. So looking at these cards as a whole, I definitely see some challenges popping up this week for a lot of us. And again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I do feel as though that this week is going to bring some challenges, especially at the beginning of the week. And then you're going to have the choice of, do I let it affect me, or do I go on with my merry life? And the choice is, of course, yours and only yours. So make the best choice. But the sun is telling me that no matter what happens, the sun always rises, always. Always, always, always. And you can count on that. And so what is there to fear? What is there to worry? The sun brings a new day, new opportunity to forge a new way. And that's just the most optimistic thing there is, I think. Every day is a blank slate, and you can create on that slate regardless of what yesterday's slate looked like. And that's something to take with you this week, and to realize that there's plenty to be grateful for. And any arguments or disputes were just, minor speed bumps in the road. Blame it on the retrograde if you have to, okay? And just move on in a loving way. So that's going to be the kind of the theme overall of this week. Yeah, I like the Hobbit Tarot. It's nice. It's like when you read tarot with this deck, it's like a storyboard of thing, like a movie scene, and it kind of plays out kind of like a movie, doesn't it? I really like the sun here. The first card having no light, the second card some light peeking, and then the third card is just shining brilliantly. And it seems like almost like a flower blooming in the sun. The events of this week unfolding in that way is the feeling that I'm getting. Who knows? But that is the reading. I hope you guys got something out of that. I really want to thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. There's not a whole lot of viewers on this channel, but I appreciate every single one of you who does. I appreciate all the comments that you guys leave on these videos. Nothing but positivity, and I really appreciate that. I actually welcome negativity. If you have some criticisms, I want to get better as a tarot reader. I want to get better as a YouTuber. So if you do have any criticisms for me, let me have it, okay? It's not a negative thing. As long as it's coming from a place of wanting to help me improve, then there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's a beneficial thing in my opinion. So if you have any criticisms or suggestions about this channel, or what you want to see, or what you want me to change or add or subtract, then let me know, and I'd love to hear that. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you doing that as well. And you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at my website, lightofriga.com. The link is in the description. All right, friends, it's going to be a challenging week, but those challenges are soon going to dissolve into pure joy and happiness. I see a great week ahead of us, despite the challenges, maybe because of the challenges. But I want to wish you all love and light. I want to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Have a great week. Happy taroting. Peace.